Welcome, beautiful souls. I'm Felicity, if you're new here, and this is going to be a quick energy check-in, see what's currently going on, the messages that you need to know right now. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to this channel and you want to see more of my videos. And also, just quickly, I want to let you know that I have a couple of things on offer at the moment. So I am the founder of Into the Fire Mystery School. I have a membership for women. Okay, this is a beautiful place for sisterhood, somewhere where you can just come in, be yourself, be celebrated. There's a lot in there, women's circles. There is exclusive readings and workshops and things like that. So if you are interested, check the description box below for the link to check that out. I also have a self-paced tarot course or self-paced online tarot course where you learn how to read tarot intuitively while still bringing in the traditional aspect of the tarot as well, because I have found throughout my almost 10 years of reading and using tarot that has been really helpful to my tarot journey. So that is also available. Again, all the description, like all the links are in the description below, or you can head to intothefiremystery.com. I still have the Leo season workshop available. So if you want to jump onto that, it's not too late. You'll benefit from it no matter when you take it. But I will have in a few days out the Virgo season workshop. So going into beautiful Virgo season, I love the energy of Virgo, so that'll be available too. And also we had the full moon in Aquarius yesterday, and I have a workshop available for that as well. It's a video workshop, that one, where it includes a tarot reading with lots of channeled messages, a guided meditation, and some journal prompts at the end that are optional for you to take. That's $8.99 US dollars, so $8.99. And that's, again, all below, so feel free to take that as well. Remembering too that like energy is around, right? Meaning that it doesn't matter, even though the energies of the full moon, you really feel them leading up, you feel them for a few days after, but they will still hang around. You'll still benefit from the workshops. So if you feel guided to, you feel like that's something you want to have a look at, something you want to take, just head to the link below. All right, let's get started into the messages for what it is that you need to know right now, or for your highest good. Okay. Okay, the first thing that's coming through here, if you've been experiencing some chaos in your life, or it feels like chaos, right? Like maybe the energy just around you feels really chaotic. Mercury retrograde, that can happen. Or maybe it just, there's a big upheaval in your life. There's a big upheaval in an area of your life. Maybe this is friendships that have fallen away, a relationship breakdown. This could be something that happened where you experienced an unexpected death in the family or something like that, where it's just caused you to, or actually like thrown you into this energy of being like, I don't know what's going on and I feel like I don't have control. And then that feels scary because it's a sense of security, and this is not to take away any of the pain that can come with all these things, or to minimize it. But when we feel that we have control over anything that is outside of ourselves, that is an illusion. And for those that really try to control what goes on around, and I don't mean about being a controlling person or controlling other people. I just mean about trying to control, your life, on how things happen, on the way things move through your life. That can come from a sense, or that can come from childhood, that can come from other parts of, experiences in your life. But it's this feeling of like you don't have a lot of security. It's like that feeling of the rug being pulled from underneath you. That can be when your nervous system is in a heightened state, okay, a very alert state. Or it can just be when you are in a consistent, like your body is like, your nervous system is just in this fight or flight, and you haven't experienced or returned to like a homeostasis within the nervous system, so regulated, okay, where you feel calm. It doesn't mean you feel calm all the time, but you're able to bring yourself back into this beautiful regulated state, homeostasis within the nervous system. So if you've been, again, felt like life has just thrown you into the midst of like, what the F is going on around me? Trust, trust, trust that through challenging times and through changing times, okay, you will get through it. You will get through to the other side. You will gain a greater perspective of what's taken place, or at least a greater acceptance that's going to allow you to move forward. If you have been in a situation where it's like everything just going round and round and round in circles, whether this is, just feeling like that way in life in general, repeating cycle after cycle after cycle, feeling like you're on their hamster wheel and you're not getting anywhere, okay? Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing can differ to what it is that we want, as in like when we want it. And that can be frustrating. That can feel like it's never going to happen. That can feel like you've been left behind by the universe, that Five of Pentacles type of energy. However, when the thing eventually happens, or a thing that is greater than what you actually wanted happens, there is a greater understanding as to why it took as long as it did, or why it happened when it did. And that greater understanding is like, it makes sense. There's no way it could have happened any earlier. So try and surrender to the energy of divine timing. I know that sounds like incredibly annoying. I understand that, because our beautiful ego human mind is like, I want it now. I want it now. Like, where is it? I've been praying for this. Like, I've done everything. I've worked on myself. I've done all the moves. I've done all the things, and it's still not here. Be patient. Okay, if it's not coming in fast enough, okay, and I do fast enough because it's divine timing, be patient, allow the universal flow to take place, and trust in the universal flow as well. Trust that everything is happening for your highest good. You are not alone in any of this. You have your guides, okay? You have the universe. You have your like beautiful, beautiful ancestors. You have family members that have crossed to the other side. They're supporting you, okay? They are around you. So do not forget that, okay? Or try to remind yourself of that. Try to remind yourself of that. And needing to trust the intuition as well on when it's time to leave something. If you're in an unhealthy dynamic, whether this is friendship, whether this is a romantic partnership, whether this is a codependent situation between you and a mentor, or you and a coach, or you and a client, or just you and your business, like, or you and your social media or the internet, or whatever it is. Unhealthy dynamics, okay, whether it's to an actual individual, or whether it's to a thing, to a energy of something like a business entity, for example, right? It's like whenever you are in those unhealthy dynamics, you need to leave. You need to move away. That can be easier said than done. Side note here, if you are experiencing a dynamic that is abusive by any forms, please seek the appropriate help to navigate out of that, okay? Because sometimes it's not just like so black and white on like how to navigate those things. So sometimes we need extra support, but I'm going to shelve that because it's not really what I'm talking about, but I just want to mention that, okay? It is important for me to be a reader and ethical channeler when I'm talking about that kind of stuff. So trusting your intuition when it's time to go, okay? So let go of relationships that don't serve you, okay? Including unavailable people, toxic people. Let go of this fantasy idea. If you have put someone on a pedestal, if you have put this fantasy in your head, and I say this with so much love because I swear, like, we've all been here at some point in our lives, right? But if you've placed like a fantasy in your mind around how this person's going to come in and they're going to save you, or it's like, you've just met someone and now you're planning your future with them, which can come from, and I'm just going to repeat myself, but it can come from childhood stuff, okay? It can come from attachment styles, look into all of that if you're very brand new into it, because it can help you, but then move along from those topics when you've got enough knowledge about yourself from them so you don't get caught in the hamster wheel of it. But if you've created that, Okay, this person will choose me. I know they will come back into my life and choose me. Or I've just met this person and I'm already planning our future. Or I've got this unhealthy idea of fantasy that I'm experiencing around life. Like this fantasy I have of life that is so disconnected from my reality and it's causing me to disassociate. These are the type of patterns, behaviors, and things that we need to let go of and walk away from. And again, save so much love, because I understand it's not just super easy. It's not just a matter of like, oh, snip that cord and now I'm done. Now I'm good. Now I can just move on. I get that it's not always that quick and simple, okay? But start taking the steps that you need to let go. If you are dealing with someone that is toxic or unavailable, okay, emotionally unavailable, or actually like physically unavailable, whether they're so committed to their work, which is okay, that's the season they're in, but they're not available for you, or they're in a committed connection with someone else, okay, drop it, let it go, move forward. You deserve better, okay? You deserve to be like cherished and treasured, okay? And you will find those people that are for you. Claim your power back with all of this. Claim your power back, okay? Literally call your power back. Literally, like state it out loud. I call my power back from this situation. I call my power back from this person. I call my power back from A, B, and C. Whatever it is, call it back. And as you're calling it back, envision it coming back to you if you can envision. Some people struggle with that. If not, just hold the intention and the belief. There's a bit of a difference between intention setting and belief behind it, right? But it's like call it back. Envision that energy returning to you. Envision your power returning to you. Envision you claiming your power, taking your power back, claiming your, like you have so much courage, okay, that maybe you don't feel like you have a lot of courage right now, but it's there. You can access it. You can. You got to dig a little deeper sometimes. Sometimes you need some external help to allow yourself to get there, but you can do it. You can do it. But it's time to go. It's time to let go of something. Tuning into your inner voice, okay, and really listening to it. Really listening to it. Trusting your instincts. Trusting when something is for you. Trusting when something is not for you. A leopard can't change its spots. Zebra can't change its stripes. It's what I'm hearing, okay? So you'll know if that's for you. But yeah, otherwise, guys, if you don't up and leave what you know you need to leave, all you're going to do is continue to repeat cycles that you have cycled through time after time after time, and it's time to let go. When we are in Mercury retrograde, it is a beautiful, potent time to slow down. Doesn't mean we can't take action. Doesn't mean we can't do things. Doesn't mean we can't travel. Might have some delays, but doesn't mean you can't travel. But to slow down and go within, or to slow down and to look around you, at your life, all different areas in it, okay? You can compartmentalize it and go, is this for me? Is this working for me? Is this truly what I want? How am I showing up? How am I showing up in this dynamic that's contributing to what's currently going on? How am I showing up in my business? How am I showing up for myself? What are my patterns? What are my habits? What are my behaviors that I keep cycling through? So this is a beautiful time with Mercury retrograde to just slow the frick down so you can pay attention to all of that. It's like a good time for some inventory, for example. Also with the beautiful Aquarius full moon we just had, like powerful. It could have amplified different feelings within you. You could have been feeling super high and amazing and great, and you could have all of a sudden felt sudden anger, sudden shame, sudden sadness, sudden joy, sudden gratitude, like whatever it was, okay? But it was a very powerful, quick energy coming in. Let me know in the comments if you experienced any of that. but it's just, that was a really powerful moon. It was a super moon. Okay, it was a blue super moon. Super moons are like amplified full moons. They're just like the full moon on steroids, right? It's like crazy town. So there's a lot, okay? There was a lot of energy behind it and was coming in to bring in big shifts, to bring in big change. But a big message behind all of that was, it's not going to happen unless you become the authority of your own life. It's not going to happen unless you claim your power. It's not going to happen unless you break that cycle. The energy behind it is supporting you in breaking that cycle, supporting you claiming your power, supporting you becoming the authority of your own life, but it's got to take your participation in it, okay? And that's the messages coming through. I get that these messages are probably coming across a little like, I get that, but however, I don't sugarcoat my readings. And I also say it with love. And I also go, hey, I've been there. I'm not perfect. I am far from perfect, right? So we're all human. We all experience mistakes. We all experience situations that, you know, we wish we could take back, or we wish we could have done differently. Okay, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, but we gotta let that go. We're not perfect. Okay, we have no expectations here. So yeah, close the door on what you know you need to like leave, okay? Drop the expectations on timing, drop the expectations on how things have got to come through, drop the unrealistic expectations that you've either placed on yourself or on another. If they are super unrealistic, drop that. It's not to say you can't have expectation of yourself, expectation of a partner. For example, I expect my partner to respect me at a bare minimum, to have loyalty, to have like honesty and all of that. Like at a bare minimum, that is the expectations, okay? But I'm not going to place unrealistic expectations on my partner, okay? Like, you need to heal me, you need to save me, you need to come in and fix, you know, anything that's going on for me. Like, that's unrealistic. Now, you need to meet every single need I have. Unrealistic. You need to know everything that I need, and I shouldn't have to express that through verbal communication. Unrealistic, right? So what unrealistic expectations have you placed on another or on yourself, okay? Or on yourself, okay? It's not about being perfect. We need to be mindful as we come into the energy of Virgo season. And beautiful Virgo, I love Virgo so much. A shadow side of Virgo, though, is like perfectionism. So we need to let go of this idea that, you know, everything has to be perfect, or we have to be perfect. We have to be perfect at something before we can officially do it, right? No. No expectations, okay? No expectations on what's behind the door. Inner conflict resolution and facing your fear on the bottom. Sometimes to face a fear, we just got to go for it. Sometimes to face a fear, we just got to end that thing we know we need to end, and then just navigate what is to come, knowing that we are supported, we're not alone, we can trust ourselves, we're going to have people around us supporting us, etc. Then the inner conflict resolution here is that coming into like resolving those feelings. The should I stay, should I go? The should I do this, should I do that? You know, feeling conflicted around something, coming to a resolution with that. Could also be conflict with another coming to a resolution, but more specifically, we're going to focus on the inner resolution. So that's beautiful though, okay? But we kind of really do that through facing our fears. I'm just going to pull a tarot or two and then close this out with an oracle. I always go like, it's going to be a quick energy update, and then I'm 20 minutes in almost. So it's not always that way. But when spirit wants to say things, they want to say things. All right. What else is going on here, please? Beautiful Queen of Wands. I love this. Also, guys, I meant to mention too, I have some readings. I opened back my books, okay, for personal readings, guidance readings. They are currently available. There are limited spots. I've only got like, I think I've got maybe some spots left next week and the week after, and then that's it. And then my books will be closed again until, I don't know, because that's the thing. It's like, I open them when I feel guided to open them. So it could be a few months, it could be a couple of months. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but If you want to get a reading, just check that description box below to learn a bit more about it if you haven't had a reading with me in the past. Make sure it's for you. Know that I don't do fortune telling, okay? It's not what I'm about. Do get future prediction stuff. Ask plenty of my previous clients, returning clients, but I don't do fortune telling. So just, yeah, if you're after that, there'll be another great reader out there for you. But if you're after some guidance and collaborating with your spirit team, then and you feel called to, then check out the link below the information. Okay. Queen of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Temperance card, Three of Cups, and the Death card. And we have the Eight of Cups on the bottom, so we got more than just a couple. Walking away from what doesn't serve you, emotionally withdrawing from toxic people. Like, we got no energy for that, right? Emotionally withdrawing from what drains our energy. And also being mindful not to, if you've been emotionally withdrawing in a connection or from life in general, then, maybe have a little bit of a look at that. But we're walking towards new horizons, okay? Leaving behind what needs to be left behind. It's not an easy energy to move through. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, okay? We have the Temperance card here. This is bringing in that divine timing energy I was speaking about. This is the healing energy. It's you are supported, don't worry. You've got angels behind you, your guides behind you, all of that, like I said before. It's about just maybe the message coming through with this is to be balancing your energy. So if you've been feeling really like a lot of fear or feeling really ungrounded, anything like that, it's like balance your energy. So to do some energy work and energy clearing, things like that could be really, really helpful. And however you like to do that for yourself. Okay. It's just, again, another reminder, though, there is divine timing and there is a divine orchestration of things, okay? It will all come together. You will see the light at the end of the tunnel, is what I'm getting. Okay, Queen of Wands, you got that inner power. I love the Queen of Wands. She's my favorite queen in the tarot deck. She is a bad freaking bitch, but she is such an incredible individual with high levels of self-worth, a lot of self-confidence. She is a master in manifestation. She knows how to alchemize things so that she can create what it is that she wants. Okay, she definitely dives into the esoteric world, things like that. So you might be into magic, or you might be, that kind of way of manifesting. But there's just this really beautiful energy coming through the Queen of Wands, that reminder of claim your power. Step into your worth. Step into your next higher level of self-worth, okay? The Knight of Pentacles here is the slowest moving knight in the deck, meaning that things do take time. Again, just back to timing, divine timing, but also with this particular depiction here in the Light Seers Tarot, we see the individual, first of all, we see the horse moving, which is different to the traditional tarot where the man is on the horse and the horse is stationary. Here the horse is moving, but very slowly, and the man is moving very slowly. He's barefoot, okay, grounding his energy. Pentacles are earth energy. And as he is just walking barefoot, he is letting go, dropping away the things that are heavy, dropping away the things that are not serving him, dropping away and shedding all that needs to go. While also, and the other side of this is that all these coins here is just what he is accumulating along the way to long-term success. The Knight of Pentacles understands that long-term success, not instant gratification, not a quick fix, not a quick win that then goes away at some point, okay, and they have to restart again. This is long-term stability and long-term success, and he understands that takes time. It's one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. That's how it's done. It's small steps, small little things that you do throughout each day that accumulate into something bigger. Okay, so start small. If you're feeling really overwhelmed, don't have to jump straight away. You don't have to make this huge big leap, this huge massive change overnight. Start small. Do little things every day. Be repetitive with it, okay? And then with time, it becomes just natural, like a natural habit, a natural thing that you do. And then with time from there, you accumulate that into a lot of stability. This can be emotional stability. This can be financial stability. This can just be feeling a very, like a lot of security in life in general. And you're feeling really grounded too, okay? All right, beautiful. We also have the death card here. And in this deck, it's death and rebirth, okay? Looking inside yourself, what do you see? Looking inside yourself through the lens of love, okay? Not through the lens of it's coming through like hate, okay? Or negativity, okay? So looking within through the lens of love, meaning that when you go within and you connect to your wounds, to your shadows, to those parts of yourself that need a lot of nourishing and a lot of love, you give that to yourself versus shaming them or suppressing them or telling yourself you don't deserve that. You do deserve love, and you deserve to give yourself that love as well. Okay, but the rebirth energy here, been going through it. It's been a long-term collective energy that keeps coming through. A lot of us have been going through this energy, but there is a death of our old selves. There is a death of the current reality we're in, and from that is this new up leveling. From that is this new path. From that is this new reality, okay, that you're going to start to experience. And incoming the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is the happy, happy, joyful card. It's celebration. It's coming together. It's sisterhood, brotherhood, tribe, okay? Your people, finding your people. If you've had toxic people leave your life, if you've had to let people go, you have created space for new. You have created space for new, which is really beautiful. A lot of purple here as well. It's bringing through a very calming energy though. It's bringing through kind of like connecting to the plant lavender. So very calming, very beautiful to the nervous system. Okay, some of you might be needing to do some nervous system work. I did speak a bit about the nervous system at the beginning. But there's just this beautiful calming energy coming through with this card and this sense of community. Now, with this coming out near the death card, what I will say is that if there has been a situation that is like a third party that has been involved, I don't normally go into this energy, but it's coming through really strongly, is that it has to end. It has to end, okay? If there is something, whether this is like a third party situation with like another person, or whether this is, there is, say for example, you put so much into your business, which isn't a bad thing, but you do it to the point that it depletes you. You do it to the point that now you've put yourself on the back burner. That has to end. That has to shift. That has to be reborn. So there is a much more beautiful, harmonious balance for yourself as you nurture and nourish what you love, okay? Your business, whatever it is, and then therefore, but you're still nurturing and nourishing yourself. So just a few messages coming through there, but there's a real calm energy coming with this. So if you've been feeling that chaotic energy, you've been feeling the conflict energy, whether it's inner or external, there's a beautiful, peaceful, calming energy that is coming through. Okay, I'm going to grab a surrender card and then we're going to close this out. Okay, easier said than done, okay? Surrender your fear of change. Again, easier said than done, but you can do it, okay? Yeah, and you can have faith that all is well, all is well, all is well, all is well. Okay, we have surrender resentments, okay? It's so true when they say like resentments, like holding on to resentments only poisons ourselves. It just poisons ourselves, or it poisons a dynamic, but it just poisons us. It's a very sticky, it's almost like the the imagery that I get is like black sticky tar. Like that's the type of energetic poison it creates. Okay. Now, it's not to say that what's happened to you in the past that has caused these resentments isn't something that, oh, you just need to just forgive and let go, or you just, like, get over it. Okay. We're not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that when we hold on to resentments, when we hold on to a grudge, when we hold on to anger, when we hold on to, and it's not about, you can't experience anger, you can't express anger. It's not what I'm talking about. Express it in a healthy manner, of course, but it's like you can experience those emotions and feelings, but don't hold on to them. Don't hold so tight onto them that you don't want to let them go. Okay, so what can happen, I've noticed it in people before, is that they'll hold on to something so tightly, whether it's anger, hatred for something, or just resentment, for example. It consumes them. It then eventually poisons the body, literally poisons the health. So it'll originally, or with time, poison the energetic field, and then it'll poison your physical health. Okay, so I've seen it. I've seen it. Okay, I have seen it happen to more than one person. So keep moving forward toward more positive situations in your life. Shift your focus from this thing that you might be holding on to that's causing this energy, right? Shift that to the good in your life. Maybe it's not even a resentment to a person. Maybe it's a resentment to a job. It's a resentment to the past, to something, okay? But we just need to, that grip, and just let it fly. Let it leave. Let it go, because you're only harming yourself. You're only hurting yourself. And then just shift your focus and your energy, because it takes a lot of energy to hold on to that energy. So shift your focus and shift your energy to the things that are really positive in your life, the connections and relationships that are just beautiful and nourishing, the hobbies and passions that you love. Shift it towards, taking care of yourself emotionally, physically, energetically, spiritually, okay, mentally. Yeah, and that's where you're going to feel a lot of this, okay? Again, all said with so much love. Okay, the other thing we have here is surrender stress. So if you've been feeling stressed, you're in a heightened alert all the time, or you feel like you're at a functional freeze, or your nervous system's gone into full freeze, or you just feel like there is so much stress moving through your body, do what you need to do to lower those stress levels. Okay, do what you need to do to lower those stress levels. And I understand that can be, if you're experiencing, like, for example, if you're experiencing financial troubles and your actual survival, right, your actual security, like, I don't think I can pay the rent, or, oh my God, I can't really buy that much food this week. Like, if you are someone in that space, I'm not going to downplay that, because that shit is scary, right? Absolutely it is. And it's very easy to be like, just go and do yoga, just go and meditate, just go and, do some somatic exercises, and you will help your stress. Now, I am all for all of that, okay? It does actually freaking help. It does. But sometimes that comes with such a privilege to be able to do that and not have to actually stress about your actual survival and security in the world because you are struggling financially, right? Or you don't know where you're going to be moving next, and you don't know if you're going to have a roof over your head. Huge understanding with that, because there is such a privilege to be able to just be like, oh, I'm just going to do these things and whatever. That doesn't mean that the stress that someone like that is experiencing is like, should be downplayed or get over it, like you're doing so much better than someone else. We don't play that game around here, okay? We don't do that. But what I want to be really clear on is that I understand that some people are actually under like extreme stress just for their own safety and security. And so it's it's a lot more difficult to be able to release a lot of that stress. So just do what you can, even if it's like the bare minimum. Just do what you can to help support yourself. If you've got the resources, seek external help, okay? But just do what you can. Like, honestly, pray, talk to God, like whatever you need to do, but just do what you can, okay? Just do what you can. Don't put pressure on yourself, okay? All of that. All right. That is it. I send each and every single one of you so much love. Thank you for watching. Please comment below on how you found this reading, if any of these messages resonate. I always love hearing from you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. And yeah, just send you so much love. Check that description box for all the details and the ways that you can work with me or experience my, my work that I do. But I send you love, and I'll talk to you very soon.